Hey guys, it's Drea. So today I have a haul for you. This will kind of also be slightly a low buy update because there's a lot of stuff here, and I know a lot of you who saw my new low buy video are gonna be like side-eyeing me like, what? This is a pretty big haul. This entire Colourpop order was ordered before I decided to do the low buy, so that's included. There's also a lovely gift from a subscriber here. And one thing I forgot to mention in my low buy video is that I did subscribe to Boxycharm. I think that having a subscription box back in my life is going to give me kind of that makeup excitement that I might be missing from actually going out and purchasing things myself. But I did purchase a bunch of eyeshadow palettes this month. So let's just do the Colourpop first. I have my Colourpop order here. One of the main things I really wanted to buy from Colourpop was some of their new colored eyeliners. I've obviously been doing a lot of like more colorful looks lately, and I don't have a ton of variety in terms of color of eyeliner like for my waterline. So Colourpop just recently released a whole bunch of bright colors, and I bought 3 of them. So I purchased here this purple, which is in the shade Piggy Bank. I think this is the only one I haven't tried yet. They're all, oh shoot. Okay, so apparently they're very soft because that one, like the tip just broke right off. I haven't had that issue with the other 2 yet. That one's Piggy Bank. These other 2 I've used. This orange one is called Puppy. I guess maybe just don't roll them up very high. But they are super bright, which I really like. Because, you know, often you'll get a colored eyeliner and it won't show up really brightly. And then this yellow one is called Crossed, but the vowels are missing, so it's C-R-S-S-D. No, that one just broke right off as well, and it wasn't even rolled up that high. Okay, so when you're using these, do not roll them up very high. I mean, I am swatching it in my waterline, like it's just barely touching down, but there's those 3 right there. Cross is a little bit patchy in a swatch, but when I used it in the waterline, it wasn't patchy at all. It just went on really smoothly. And they lasted pretty well. Like they lasted a pretty decent amount of time. My waterline is notoriously not good for keeping color on it, so they impressed me. I had purchased 3 lip products. One of them is the new Ultra Matte lip colors. Apparently they reformulated these. I always hated this formula when they first launched. I had so many colors of them trying to like, you know, be trendy, and then they were all so drying, so I eventually got rid of all of them. But I wanted to try it again. This is the Ultra Matte Lip in Controlla, which I heard is a dupe for one of the Fenty colors. I used this, I actually did a little get ready with me with a few new products, and I'll link to that below. But I used this in it, and I did have to go over it twice because it was very patchy, so it wasn't opaque in one swipe, so I had to go over it again. But after I went over it, it was totally fine. I have 2 of the Creme Luxe lipsticks here. I love this formula. Like honestly, this is one of my favorite lipstick formulas of all time. The packaging is so pretty on these 2. They have a little like rose gold and the stars on the outside, and then the lipstick tube has stars on it as well. I think these 2 are probably pretty similar to things I have already. This one is a matte in the shade Big Break, which is like just like a really pretty mauvey pink. Kind of similar to what I'm wearing today, just a little bit lighter. And then this one is one I've actually wanted for quite a while. This is called Money Moves. It's a little bit warmer, like quite a bit warmer. And I think that'll be like a really nice summer color, a little bit deeper of a brownie nude in summer, but I think it'd be really pretty. So there's those. I also got 3 highlighters. Now 2 of them are from the Disney Villains collection. When this first launched, I wasn't really drawn to anything. Like honestly, I don't want the eyeshadow palette. I don't like the colors in it. I don't want any of the lip products really, although I kind of want the Maleficent one, but I didn't purchase it in this. And I won't be because now I'm not buying any lip products. But the only thing that I like really heard really good things about was the highlighters. So I purchased 2 of them. I got the Maleficent one, which is called Mistress of All Evil. And I actually tried to apply this with a brush at first, not realizing that this is the Super Shock formula. So you really can't apply it with a brush. They won't pick up on a brush. You really have to apply it with your finger, which is totally fine because I actually think these apply really well with a finger. So there's that shade there, Mistress of All Evil. This is just really like a pretty typical, very shiny champagne shade, but I really like the packaging on it. It's super beautiful. And this one is the Cruella one, which is called You Idiots, You Fools, You Imbeciles, which is hilarious. This one is a duochrome. This one isn't really as intense as a lot of Super Shock highlighters is. It's kind of got a shift to it, but it's kind of like pinky orange. It's got a ton of glitter, but the base of it is kind of sheer. So I don't know if I really like it that much, to be honest with you, but I really like the Maleficent one. Another reason for me placing this order in the first place is because I wanted a couple more of their pigments. I'm actually wearing one today. The blue on the inner part of my eyelids is the Crab from the Zodiac collection, and I love these pigments. They are so stunning. Like, just look at that. So gorgeous. So I didn't really want a ton of neutrals, although I did buy one, and then I purchased one of the more bright colors. So I got the Fish from the Zodiac collection, which is like a light green. I'm not going to open this up and try to swatch it because you can't really do that with these. First of all, the stopper in here is so loose. Like, you have to be so careful when you're using these, because if you knock it over, it's going everywhere. These also really need to be applied wet to work properly, so swatching it wouldn't matter anyway, but it does look to be really beautiful. It looks like it has some sparkle in there. And then I thought, okay, what the heck, let's just try something a little more neutral. So this is from their regular line, not the Zodiac line. This one is in the shade Red Zone, and it just looks like a typical champagne with a lot of shininess to it. So I'm going to try that soon and see if I like it as much as the other ones. And then two last things from Colourpop. First is this. It's just one of their brushes. I've never purchased any of their brushes before. This is the E4 brush, and it's just a shader brush. And I thought for like applying pigments, maybe this would be good. It's fairly stiff, and it's a little bit bigger than I thought it would be. So I don't know, it might be okay for applying pigments, but it's really, really stiff. So I don't know that I would just go into any eyeshadow with this. And then the last thing is one more highlighter. This is just one of the regular Super Shock highlighters in the shade Lunch Money. And this is just one that I didn't have yet. And I really love this formula, so I've always wanted it. So that is Lunch Money there. It's not as intense as I thought it was gonna be honest. Like with Flexitarian and On the Cusp, those are my two favorites, I think, and they are super intense. So this one doesn't look quite as intense, but I'll try it and see. Okay, this was so nice and exciting and appreciated. One of my subscribers, Joanne, sent me a message, I think through Instagram probably, and said, hey, I ordered something extra from Sydney Grace and I'd like to send it to you. And would that be okay? And I'm like, of course. I've never tried Sydney Grace. I'd love to. So Joanne sent me this package with this lovely little card. So I wanted to open it here in this haul and just say like a public thank you to Joanne. Like, she's always in my comments. So if you ever see her there, just say hi. But it's so nice that she did this. So thank you so much, Joanne. So along with the lovely card, she sent this. This is from Sydney Grace. This is a liquid eyeshadow, and I didn't even know they made these. I mean, I've only ever seen Sydney Grace pressed eyeshadows on Instagram, and I've never tried anything from them, but this is super intense. So I'm not sure what this is even called. The color of it is Lake Days, but I don't know like what the name of the product is because it doesn't say on here. This is a green. It's so pretty, and honestly, like, I put a little bit on my hand when I got this, and here, look, just a little bit today, and watch like how much. You don't need a lot with this, but look at that gorgeous green color. That's called Lake Days. Now, I haven't tried this on my lid yet, but I will because that's stunning. Oh, just love it. And then she sent over these two Makeup Forever Starlit glitters, which I've never tried. So I don't know if I could swatch these because, again, they're glitter, but this one is S806, and it's like a pinky glitter. I assume that you'll need a glitter glue to apply these. And then this one is S111, which looks to be just like a holographic kind of iridescent glitter, which looks so pretty, and I cannot wait to try these. So thank you so much. And then lastly, this was just so cute. And what did she say about this? She also said in her note, I also thought I'd include another item that I know you'll love. On your recommendation, I bought a bunch at Bath & Body Works, as I think you said once you were down to your last bottle, which as of now, I still have one backup, and I've just finished one, but now I have two backups, and I'm not mad about it. This is Bonfire Bash body spray from Bath & Body Works. This is the one that smells like Marshmallow Fireside. It's so good. I wore mine last night out to dinner. Loved it. So thank you again so much, Joanne. Again, nobody ever has to send me anything, but that was so nice that you did. Okay, I was watching Tarababyz, and you know how she is with her hauls. It's just like the most epic haulage you'll ever watch. I just love her Saturday videos. They are so satisfying. So a few weeks back, she actually received in PR some eyeshadow palettes from this brand called Kaleidos. And she swatched them and they all looked super pretty and just like something that was right up my alley. Now, I will say this month I went probably a little, I've allowed myself to buy as many eyeshadow palettes as I want, but I think this month I went a little further than I would normally because being on this low buy, you know, it's new to me. And I think not buying other things is kind of making me go, oh, well, you can buy eyeshadow palettes, so buy as many as you want. And I did go a little bit overboard probably this month, but I'm gonna kind of check myself next month. But anyways, so she showed these 3 palettes from Kaleidos. Now there's 3 of them here. I went on their website and they had, you can buy them individually, but when you buy all 3 together, it was like a lower price. So I bought 3 of them. I actually only wanted 2. So this one is going to go to a friend, probably at Christmas, which is a little early to be shopping for Christmas, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm gonna hold this back and save it for somebody, but I'll still show you what it looks like. So these are pretty thin. They're just 6pan palettes, but look at, like, so gorgeous. They remind me of the Pat McGrath palettes. And then inside it opens up like this. Now the one thing is it has these on it, and depending on if you remember which way you put it, you might be referencing the wrong colors. So I assume that it goes the same way that the Kaleidos down here is written. This one is in Astro Pink. I'll swatch all 6 colors. If I don't start moving along quicker, this is gonna take forever. Okay, so we've got 3 mattes and 3 shimmers in here. Actually, the black is actually a matte with shimmer in it, but look at those 2. Beautiful. This one is Sci-Fi Green, and this is the one that I am most excited for. This packaging is so pretty. That's what that one looks like. So gorgeous. There are 4 mattes in this one and 2 shimmers. Wow, wow. I hadn't swatched these before today. These are so pretty. Love that. So that one is Sci-Fi Green. The formula of these just seem to be awesome. Like, the pigmentation is so nice. So this is the one I'm going to be giving away. It's called Cyber Bronze. So this one has like warm browns and some reds in there and like a bright silver. Really, really pretty. And I purchased the gift set with the 3, so it did come in this really pretty box like this, and this is a solid box. Like, I can definitely keep this and use it. And I also wanted to say the packaging in this package, it did come from China, so I was slightly worried eyeshadow that far, you know, to travel, but it was so packed in like this intense bubble wrap that there was no way it was gonna have anything happen to it. So I was pretty impressed with the way it was shipped. I'm gonna leave Boxycharm for last in case you're not interested. This is all the Sephora stuff. So I think a lot of us know now that Sephora did this crazy sale in the summer where they put a whole bunch of stuff on 50% off, including Pat McGrath eyeshadow palettes. What is my hair doing? I really hate the way my hair looks today. Anyways, I bought 3 of them and they weren't even on my radar. Like, I, of course, have heard lots about Pat McGrath, but have never really felt the urge to buy them until they went half off. And to be honest, I was going to give one of these to Alex for Christmas, but she bought them all herself, so I couldn't. So I guess I just have to keep them. Thanks, Alex. Anyways, this one is, it does say on them, Bronze Temptation. So they just come like this. They don't have any plastic on them or anything, which is nice for the environment, I guess. Okay, I'm changing the angle because I feel like it was not focusing properly. I'm not gonna swatch these. I'm still not sure if I want to keep them or give them as gifts or anything, but I'm going to just show you. This one is the Bronze Ambition. This packaging is so stunning. I love the packaging on this one. Because even though it's beautiful packaging, like, it's very neutral and I just don't know. It's just not me, you know? So should I keep, you guys, like, weigh in here. Are they that good? Do I need them? Am I going to use them? This one is La Vie en Rose, which is the purple and pink one, which is the first one I bought. And then I went back to the other ones. So this one I will probably definitely try out. let me just swatch some of these because I know I'm going to keep this one. Maybe I'll try, whoa. Oh, okay. I just put my finger in that gold and the texture of that is beautiful. Maybe I'll try this, and then depending if I really like it, I'll try the other ones. There's 4 of those shades in Livia and Rose. I mean, colors are definitely the kind of colors I like. Okay, there's the last 2. This is not very impressive, this matte, but I'm sure it can be built up, but that's very pretty. So there's the whole palette. So I actually purchased 2 of the Huda Beauty neon palettes, and I already returned one because I hated it. The green one, I tried every color on my eyes. I was just playing around. It wasn't like a look, but I wanted to see how they applied, and they are garbage to apply. I hated them. The matte was like, the mattes were okay, but the shimmers were, I don't know what kind of swatches they're trying to pull on Instagram, but they must be like packing them on the glitter glue or something. If you guys have the green one, are you getting it to work for you? Because it was not working for me. However, this one is the orange one, and this one I loved. I actually did look for Instagram with this. I don't know if it's up yet, but I loved this one. This one, the formula of the mattes in here reminds me of the Sephora editorial one, and how like intense and beautiful they are. Like very intense. I didn't get the pink one because I feel like the colors in there are very similar to one of my Lime Crime palettes. There are the mattes. There's actually one I'm missing. Okay, there's all the mattes from this palette. I wasn't gonna swatch the whole thing, and it turns out I am. So there are all the mattes. I love the mattes in here. I think they're super, super good quality. There's 3 shimmers in here. The bright yellow is the best of them. It goes on better without assistance than the other 2. So that's just a plain swatch. Although I did use it over glitter glue, and it was even more intense. The other 2 I think are gonna need a sticky base to actually give you probably what you're looking for. See, that's just a plain swatch with those, but they show up a heck of a lot better than the green ones. So that's the entire neon orange palette. Okay, the next palette, the next one is from Melt. It is the Impulsive palette. I pretty much knew when I saw this come out that I was gonna get it, and then I was actually in store and able to swatch it in store, and then it was just done. It was a done deal. This is so pretty. The colors in here are so pretty. The one side is all warm, and then the other side is all cool. This, to me, this side here is like the perfect fall palette. I am so in love with this color story. And then these ones are all shimmers and metallics, which I'm not sure that I love the idea of that, but I think a lot of them can work with some of these mattes, but I think you're gonna need more mattes to bring in with this palette, which I don't love, especially for the price. I wish that it was slightly different. On this side, like, you would have some cool mattes and you can make looks with this side too, but I love this side. The one color that really made me buy this was this red pigment shade called Go Getter. Like, I swatched this in store, and that's when I was like, ah, you got me good. So there's that one. I'm not gonna swatch everything because I did use this in First Impression, so I'll link to that, but I'll just give you like a few random here. So there's just a few. I think that the mattes that Melt does are so good. Like, I really love the Smoke Sessions palette, and this palette so far, using it was so easy and lovely, and I loved the look that came out of it. So I'll link to that video below, but I can't wait to use that one some more. And then the last palette, yes, finally the last palette, is this one, the Jouer Tan Lines palette. I didn't know if I was gonna buy this, but I swatched it in store and I was like, you know what, it's good enough that I want it. It got some pretty not great reviews on Sephora, and so I was kind of questioning it, and then I saw Tara swatch it and I was like, well, her swatches look just okay. They're not blowing me away, but I have always wanted to kind of try some Jouer formula. This is how it looks. I love the color story. I think it's so summer, and I'm going to be using this quite a bit because this is one of the palettes I'm going to be using when I go back to work, which I have done now. The pigmentation is kind of light on this, but I don't mind that. I think that this palette could, and again, I haven't used it, but just going off of these light swatches, I'm kind of thinking that it might be the kind of thing where you can get some nice light summer colorful looks out of it. So nothing like intense and crazy, but just like light color in the summertime, which you know, there's a time and place for that. And I love the packaging of it. I think it's so pretty and super thin, which is nice as well. Okay, that's it for all the eyeshadow palettes. I have 2 more things from Sephora, and then I have my Boxycharm. So I didn't technically like break my low buy at all, because all I bought was eyeshadow palettes until I bought this. And really one of the things that I had said was I'm not going to buy skincare unless it's on a replacement basis, and I kind of broke that for this. So you know, I'm just getting used to this no buy. I hope you don't think I'm terrible. I'm a terrible person. Okay, so I bought this sunscreen. I do have my Paula's Choice SPF 50 right now, and it works great, but I just really wanted to try this. This is the Peter Thomas Roth Max Mineral Naked Broad Spectrum SPF 45. And I was in store, and you know how it is when you're in store. It's harder to say no in store. So it is SPF 45. I just thought, you know, mineral, I don't know, it's just a sunscreen I wanted to try, okay? Don't crucify me. And then lastly, I did need something for my hair. I don't like my ends lately at all, whether it's a new haircut or a new hair color, whatever. I just don't like my ends. They never seem to lay smoothly. So I bought this. This was in like the Isle of Death. This is the Moroccan Oil Light, or for fine or light colored hair. And this is just the mini of it. This stuff smells incredible. I can't believe how good it smells. And I put it on the first day, and really like just like the smallest drops of it. I put probably less than a dime size in my hand, rubbed them both together, and then just lightly went through probably just like here down of my hair. And I didn't put it in today because I straightened my hair. It's not too bad today. But like if I blow dry, I feel like my ends are still frizzy. So I just put some in, and it smoothed them so nicely. So I have a feeling I'm gonna end up loving this, and it smells so good. You guys are gonna be like, why does the background keep moving around? I think the flowers are the problem. It keeps wanting to focus on the flowers. So I have 2 Boxycharms here. I actually signed up for the 3-month thing, and so I have 2 boxes so far to show you. I haven't really tried anything yet, so I don't know. But the first one, I was pretty impressed with this box. First, there was a full size of the Glam Glow Gentle Bubble Daily Conditioning Cleanser. And remember, this is $21 US, but I did the 3-month thing at a time, so it was a few dollars cheaper. And you get, I don't know, you definitely get more than $21 worth. I'm probably not going to use this myself. I have so much cleanser. I'll probably save this as a gift for a friend. In here also is a Steve Laurent lip gloss in the shade Posh. I've never heard of this brand at all. This smells really nice, and I used it once, and it was really pretty. It reminds me of the formula of the Anastasia lip glosses and of the scent. Same scent as well. And then this was super exciting. This is one of the Ciate Eye Luster Cream Shadows in the shade Cupid, and this just looks like I'm going to absolutely love it. I haven't tried this yet. The wand on this is ginormous, like super long. Wow. Like, I have a feeling this is the kind of thing where if you tap it out over something, it might be a little better. I mean, not better, but like not as crazy, because that is super intense. But look, you can kind of like do a little bit there over top something else, or I guess you could just wear it by itself, but that is so pretty. And then, okay, there was a lip liner in here. I hate getting lip liners in boxes. That was one of the reasons I canceled boxes way back when, because I just hate getting lip liner. I just don't use it enough to justify it. But this is a pretty color. This is from Vintage by Jessica Libeskind in the Cashmere Lip Pencil in the shade Mocha. It's a decent color, but I don't know. This though, I'm so happy I got this, because I always see people talk about, why am I New Yorker all of a sudden? I always see people talk about the eyeshadow palette from this brand, and this is the Alamar Cosmetics Colorette Blush Trio. These blushes look so pretty. I actually kind of wish that I had that eyeshadow palette too, because it's super pretty, the one that everybody got. But these blushes, especially this middle shade here, wow. There's the 3 blush colors. I love this middle shade. I have not tried these yet. but I will probably put this in my next Shop My Stash. I love the packaging of it too and just how pretty it looks. Anyways, that was the entire May box. And then this is the June box. I'm not as thrilled with the June box as I was with the May box, mostly because this eyeshadow palette is just not really me. But this is the Tarte BU Naturally eyeshadow palette. I do think it's really great that you get eyeshadow palettes and stuff like that in this box. It's really impressive. Packaging on this is really, really pretty, but it's just very neutral, and I have a lot of Tarte palettes that I don't use very much because they're super neutral, and I just know I won't use this. So I'm gonna save this to give to somebody for Christmas or something, or birthday or somebody, or maybe I'll put it in a giveaway pile. And then also because, like, am I gonna get a full-size cleanser in every box? Because there's no way I'm gonna use that much. This one is the Skin & Co. Roma Truffle Therapy Whipped Polishing Cleansing Cream with Truffle Extract. Wow, made in Italy. That's a long list of words. I'm kind of interested in trying this one though, so I'll probably give away the other one and keep this eventually to use, but I have so much cleanser. There's another lip pencil in here. This one is from Dirty Little Secret in Rosy Posy. I'm not going to swatch this either because it looks to be just kind of like a very similar one to the other one. I am kind of happy about this. This is from Dominique Cosmetics. It's the lip gloss from the, I think this one is from the Lemonade line, and this one is in the shade Peach Tea. Super pretty packaging, super pretty color. I did swatch this before, and I mean, it's just like a light pink. Oh wow, this has a very vanilla buttercream scent, but really nice color. Hopefully the formula is good. I really like the packaging on this. And then the last thing, I think is something I'll probably try. This is the No Pore Bloom Prime Essence Calendula Flower Extract from Touch in Soul. And honestly, I have to do some research. I can't tell if this is a primer or a skincare product. But it has to do with pores, and you guys know how oily I am, so I think this is the kind of thing that I will probably give a try to. But that was it for the May box, and it's, again, like, the value is all great. It's just that there's a bunch of stuff that I won't use, and if I keep getting full-size cleansers and lip liners, I might just not buy it again. But we'll see what July's box is. But that's it for my haul. I know it seemed like a lot for somebody on a low buy, but again, my low buy is like eyeshadow palette exempt, so I think it's okay, but I still think I'm going to tone it down next month. I think I'm just going to do a monthly haul from here on out, and I'll probably update you on like any thoughts I have about my low buy at the time as well. That's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful day. I hope that you're speaking to yourself kindly, especially when you look in the mirror. I love you. I will see you in my next video.